Hey, I hope I'm on here, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Can anybody let me know if they're out there? I don't even know if I can see comments. Hey, Jason. Thank you. Patricia. At least I know Can you hear me? Okay. And is the lighting okay? No voice, apparently. Let me see. Can you hear me? Oh, okay. I didn't think you could hear me. I'm trying to watch comments on another phone and it's just stopped. And I'm a nervous wreck. This is Barbara of Barbara's Blessed Beginnings, and I thank y'all for being here to see if I can do this or not. I want to thank Betsy. She's going to be my moderator, and my oldest son, Cody, is my administrator, but I imagine he's working or off having fun, so he's not doing anything tonight. I'm not going to be able to read comments. I see Ollie, Chelsea, Barb, Don. Y'all are great. I appreciate you so much. I just wish I knew what I was doing. Trying to get comments to come up on this other phone. There we go. There's my sweet Jackie and Nita. And my Triple L. Y'all are so sweet. I appreciate it. I'm going to do something that I haven't really done before, which is nothing unusual for me. I do a lot of primitive stuff in my home, and I don't have as much of it as I'd like. So I have a camper, and when I got my camper, if anybody goes camping, you know you can't just put anything up on the walls. So I got wall stickers to put up all over in primitive style in my camper. Well, me and my over shopping, I got way too many of them, so I decided to try to do a craft with them tonight. So first we're going to paint this, if I can find everything. Y'all believe I didn't bring anything to put paint in? I guess I'll put it in my plate. And I'm lazy crafter, so I get the biggest brush I can that'll work. And this is chalk paint, just antique white. I can't remember if it's, I think it's apple barrel. Can't really remember. Y'all, I'm just lost. I don't know what to say, what to do. Y'all make this look a whole lot easier than it is. A whole lot easier. I wish I could see my comments better. They're working fine on the phone. I can't see, of course, but not on the one I can see. When you get old eyes like mine, you ain't gonna see very far. For that matter, as blind as I am, I can't see very close either. Everybody enjoy the event today, the Oklahoma Gals? I sure did. It always amazes me that there's so many crafters doing the same theme, but yet they don't repeat. And if they do seem to do the same thing, they sure do a different spin on it. I'm crafting in my dining room. I don't have a craft space, but I did move it from my bedroom, which is where I've been crafting. So that y'all wouldn't see my lovely red and black bedroom. I have a red and black buffalo check in my bedroom, and I'm afraid if I went live in there, everything would be red, because I have a horrible red glow through the curtains on everything. I have to shut them off, and do everything I can to keep the red light off my TV. Do I see 51 people on here? Wow. I'm going to try to get my comments back where I can see them. Hey, sweet Lynn, Nicholas. I'm sorry if I miss your comments. Hi, Peggy. Because I can't see them very well. They're not working on this phone. I'm using my husband's phone, and he has an Android, and I have an iPhone, so I know nothing about it. If it wasn't for him, it wouldn't even be on my page. I'm just going to lay that right there. And I am so sorry, but I don't have a heat tool. I have a hair dryer, so it may be loud for a minute. Don't you love watching people dry things and paint things? It's all part of the process, though, isn't it? I think I picked a bad paintbrush. I see somebody said just have fun. I'm trying, but it's hard. If I could see the comments, it would help me a lot. Y'all make this look so easy when I'm watching you, but it's sure not easy on this end. This is not dry, and I have way too much paint in the middle. Let's see if I can get a white. Well, I've moved them. I wish I had a good joke or something to tell you, make you laugh like Jackie does. I think I see my Brenda popping on. Hey, sister. Hey, Mary Snyder. I appreciate all y'all coming on to support me. Hi, Tanya. I'm going to have to dry this a little more. wish I had a nice quiet heat tool, but I'll have to get me one of those. While I'm painting another coat on here, if I decide to, we have this option to go in the middle, this plate. The only thing I don't like about that, it's got the picture of the plate holder down here at the bottom, and I'd have to cut that off. I thought about putting this candle on to one side of the middle of the plate, and then this star on the short one on this stem, or whatever it is. I could do the stars. It's got different things on it. Faith, love, family. I could do those instead. If y'all give me some suggestions, what you think. Hi, Lisa. I'm going to try to refresh these comments again and see if I can get anything else. Hi, Betsy. Thank you for being here and for being my moderator. Hi, Cody. Thank you. Seeing how crazy your mom is. But I appreciate your support. Cody's my administrator. Like I said, he's a good, and he helps me do all the things that Mama can't do because she's too old and doesn't know how. So I'm going to paint. Put another coat of paint on. Try to not be so slap happy this time with it. I wanted Drayden to come and show you the puppy, but he's being a little camera shy, I think. I'm surprised. Well, I get about 2 comments, and then I have to refresh and go back. Hi, Kimmery. Happy birthday, sweetheart. I hope it's been a wonderful day. Hi, sweet Connie. I see you in there. Hi, Sybil. Betsy, thank you for the stars, honey. That's so sweet. I wanted Drayden to come in here and show you the new fur baby. Since he got groomed, you can actually see his eyes again. Hey, Lynn, I wish I could see you better. I see Denise, I think. Thank y'all for coming on. This may be my first and only live. Ew, I made a big goof up there. I just stuck my finger in the side of the plate. I tell you, as a messy crafter, I am. Very. Yeah, I'll refresh this again and see if I can do anything any better. Hey, Brittany. Yeah, I can't believe 72 sets of eyes. Hi, Cindy. You did great today. Hi, Gloria. Brittany, are you ever going to go live? Brittany is from here. She was a little girl, and she makes the most beautiful wreaths. But I think she told me she'd never went live before, because I was going to get her to help me. I was going to beg for some help. And I hope that you're not getting a bunch of noise from my notifications, because I tried to turn the do not disturb and I didn't know how to do it. I tried and tried. You know, I see about 2 comments at a time. I'm so sorry that I can't talk to you the way I want to. Well, we gotta dry again, Bez. I hate to. I'm glad I'm putting something in the middle of this because I sure messed up the middle. Thank you to whoever sent those stars. I appreciate it. Hey, Sue. Appreciate you hopping on. Everybody. I thought I'd have about 5 people on my first live. Hi, Teresa. There it is. I think I might find me a piece of sandpaper and fix this mess I made out of the middle. So soft, I don't know about it yet. I don't think I better. I sure made a mess of that. I don't know what I done. Got too much paint, I guess. Hi, sweet Angela. No problem. Thank you for being here. Hi, Carrie. Kelly. Somebody said they're getting set up to go live, preparing your craft room, but I couldn't see who it was. Good luck. Yeah, Lisa, you said I'd be fine, and I'm a mess. I'm a hot mess. I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this. I think I need to dry it a little bit more because I got too much paint there in that one spot, especially. Chalk paint most of the time instead of buying expensive stuff. Thanks to Lisa Brown, who taught me how. She's taught me a lot, as most or all of you have that I watch, which is pretty much all the time. I'm going to use Pentart decoupage glue and Ultra Matte. If you've never used it, you'll be surprised that when you put it on your project, you can't see it. You can't tell if you're not really careful. You've been with it where you've not. It doesn't leave that sheen that Mod Podge does a lot of times. I'm trying to find a better brush. Of course, they all went to the bottom of the can. I may never find anything in here again in this room because I moved it all last week from, like I said, from my bedroom to here. And I'm having a hard time finding things myself a lot. Hi, Jay. Hi, Expression Artworks. Hi, my sweet Kathy. I was wondering if you got my message or not. You told me to keep you updated, so when I went live, I figured you was out having a good time today with Don. I haven't seen Vera on here. She may be on here and I just can't see her. I'm sorry if I'm not, that I can't see all the comments. Better. I can't even see in here. I hope the lighting's okay because I went to plug up my light and it wasn't charged. Goes to show you how prepared I was. Hey, my sweet Elizabeth, how are you? Hey, Linda. A warm bath sounds good, Barb. I'm aching today. Been kind of achy ever since I had that my Botox injections for my migraines. That was the best thing I've ever seen. I've had them for over a year. Never had a reaction except for the little, you get little bumps where they give you the shots. You get 33 shots in your head, face, neck, shoulders. And it's usually fine. But on the way home, I was telling my husband, I said, something that just don't seem right. I said, it's just, I hurt just like I do the when it gets the shots. The shots are painful when you get them, especially since there's no meat on your forehead. And it just felt like I was still getting them. And then I told him, I said, for some reason my mouth hurts so bad. Do I see Cody on there again? I wish I could see. I see Giselle. Giselle, I cannot believe you put off your live for me. You didn't have to do that, but that was so kind and I appreciate it. Hi, Kim. Now, I don't see any bubbles yet. It's like just stickers that I put on my camper. I have them all over my walls so that I have no holes in my camper walls. And I love them. They've held up really good. Anyway, getting back to my, I'm squirreling here. Get back to my story about my reaction. So in my head, and by the time I got home, I just felt out of it. And ever since probably the last 5 years, I've been trying to get that to where it looks like, but it's not. I want to get even with the bottom of that candle. The last 5 years or so, when I get a fever, I can't do anything. I just talk out of my head. I can't use the phone. I can't do anything. My oldest son, Cody, noticed it. He was staying here after his house burnt. And he noticed it. And he said, Mom, you've got a fever and you need to take something. So then from then on, I knew that when, or give me some Tylenol or ibuprofen for fever. So I got a really high fever the other night after I had those shots. Got up to 102 something. Can't even remember what it was now. I'm going to put this decoupage glue on top of here to seal it. using my little Mod Podge brush that my friend she's one in a million. That's what we've got so far. I hope you can see what I'm doing, because I haven't really paid attention, I'll be honest with you. I'm going to give that a quick dry here. Put my brushes in some water. I've got my, excuse me, I've got it far away from me. So I'm going to stick my brushes in some water. I better not stick my Mod Podge brush, as Triple L says you don't do that, you'll need it. So I'm going to listen to her. Oh, I wish I could see y'all's comments. It drives me crazy. Now I know how y'all feel when you can't see comments. Barb. Hey, sweet Sandra. Sorry, I just now seen you were here. I'm going to give this a quick dry. I've not been a crafter and told you that you can get all the pen art products from scrappysrustics.com. If you're not following Tracy at Scrappy's Rustics, I advise you to give her a try. She's wonderful. She's so talented. She's got so many goodies, and I have really bad FOMO over all the goodies she has, believe me. So far, I'll do the back off the live. Do y'all think we need, I have got Bare Dark Wax, or I have Distress Oxide somewhere right here, was here anyway, or I have these rub-ons, which I get from Amazon, and they're a lot like Rub and Buff, but in different colors. I've had these for probably 3 years, and you can see they're a mess, but there's still a lot of them. So, anybody got any suggestions? I was going to highlight these ridges. Thank you, Angela. Appreciate that. Hi, sweet Linda. I see that. Hi, Jen. I didn't know you were here. I'm sorry. Well, we're back up to 70. Hi, Kimberly. I didn't know you were here either. I see somebody said a lightning strike. Oh, Dawn, I'm sorry. Stay safe, sister. Praying for you. Hi, Deb Hendricks. Hi, Loris. I'm sorry, I just now saw you. Well, I don't see any suggestions. I can't see them good enough. I see wax. I wish I could see who that was. It looks like a Chris. Hi, Chris. I see Lynn saying something, but I can't tell what it is. Is the video choppy for everybody? I'm hoping that I can find my little have to see if I can get it open with something. That ain't gonna work. Very unprepared, aren't I? I use my little kid scissors. Maybe that'll work. At least I won't work. At least I won't ruin my good scissors. Uh-oh. Cover on wax. I don't think we want white on antique white.